on my PS5, and he was like, "Oh my gosh!" And he said, like, there's this one spot right here where it crashed like 7 times. Didn't crash at all for me. So it's just one of those things, I guess. I mean, the game looked
Xbox
alright,
is
I
probably
guess.
the best version because you can choose the hardware
loved it.
mode.
Not really. After like when you if you look at them side by side, they're not really that different. But the PlayStation version did run smoother and better than the Xbox version of it. But again, you're running it against an Xbox One version of the game versus a PlayStation 4 version of the game, and they're made with different intent. So while you get a higher resolution on Xbox, if you notice that kind of thing, the game does not run as smooth. So it was just one of those things that you kind of frame rate over resolution kind of situations.
I want resolution. I don't like the 60 FPS in that game. It ruins the immersion for me.
I'd rather have like Battlefield is 60 frames per second. I'd rather have
That's
a smooth frame rate. Yeah, I'd rather have a smooth frame rate than a high resolution.
In a shooter, that's fine. I think Cyberpunk looks too nice visually to be a 60 FPS game. That's just my opinion, but it's...
Well, yeah, I mean, Cyberpunk is... I mean, it's a shooter.
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
you can just... I just walk around and drive the cars, though, and I like the story and shit.
yeah, but,
Logic.
I'll say visually it looks cool, I guess. If you like that kind of stuff. I thought it looked pretty neat, but I didn't care if it was in 4K or not, or if it was, 1080p is fine with me. I don't have to have that looking like it's in 4K. Now, if you have lush, environments and stuff like that, and lots of greens, yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, The Last of Us or Uncharted or something like that, or even some of the other first-person shooters that have come out lately that have like really good greens and visuals and stuff, like outside environments and things.
Yeah.
I laughed about it because I was like, I don't understand. Like, this game's been in development since 2012, definitely, for these systems, and yet here we are 8 years later, and the game is barely halfway usable.
Well, I learned they actually stopped making it, and then they picked it up in 2016 again. Like, that's when they actually started full development.
Yeah, so that tells me that they basically stole these people's money, because these games, they had like 8 million pre-orders, like one of the highest pre-ordered games ever, and they stole these people's money.
It's crazy, Corn. It's like, let's say they showed us the console version, right? They would have.
You get a server?
No, I'm doing it right now. Trust me, I'm trying to make it. I'm saying this, Corn. Let's say they showed that version. If they showed the console version, then they probably would have dropped at least half those pre-orders. So they didn't want to lose half the money, probably.
No, because what they would have done they lost them anyway. They would have lost them. They wouldn't have lost them. They would have gained the confidence of the people. Because at the end of the day, if you show me that your game is not ready, right, and you say, this is where we are with it, bear with us, then they'll be like, okay, sure, we'll wait a little bit longer. As long as the game has
been happy with it, but yeah.
But they would have been happier knowing that at least when the game launches, it will work, and not paying $60 and their game won't even play for like 2 hours before it crashes on them.
They made them pretty mad or upset now, more unhappy that they didn't show it off.
So you're biting the bullet. I think the honest thing to do would have been to tell the people that the game wasn't ready. The people at Naughty Dog did that. They delayed The Last of Us Part 2 for a long time, and when it came out, people were extremely happy with it because that game looks,
I think it was a full year
way better than Cyberpunk. And that's you know what I'm saying. And the same thing with Ghost of Tsushima. Say, hey, understand that we're delaying the launch, but you'll be happy when we get it, and people understand that, and people will be more likely to be happy with your product when you do release it.
No,
because see, if as a person who's not familiar with Cyberpunk or CD Projekt Red outside of like The Witcher 3, you know, if that was my first experience with them, that was the experience that's the one that's gonna stick, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna trust that developer again.
Or change grip order.
Almost done. 2 more seconds.
Now hit that. Hit A.
Do not join yet.
There.
So that's just one of those things. That said, you know, I did play a little bit of it. It's kind of fun. I don't understand the purpose of customizing your genitalia, but you know, I guess if you want to do that, you don't really get to walk around and see it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's very true.
I mean, there was a glitch, I think, on the Xbox version where you could. That was funny, yes. Where it would phase through the clothes. But, you know, I didn't understand that. To me, there's a lot more customization than there is gameplay, and I think that was a turnoff for me, like, just from the beginning of it, but I kind of, you know, powered through it a little bit. You ready?
Yep.
I'm just going to play all the old Suikodens again.
Oh, cool. I only have 1 and 2, I think.
2's the best, but I've got all of them. But they're great.
Speaking
oh, man,
2.
that's awesome. You can play, what was it? There we go. You do,
customizable classes too. Wow, man.
I saw that they're putting Saga Frontier on Switch. I was like, really? That's cool. And then they're bringing Skyward Sword into the remastered department. So yeah,
What does that even mean?
It means that they're remastering the Wii game Skyward Sword for.
What's the Zelda game, Ari?
For Switch. I doubt I'll get it because, you know, why?
I never did finish Skyward Sword. I might get it just because of that.
I never played it, but and I'm still working on, well, I guess I could technically say I'm still working on